Dear students, welcome to English class presented by Muhammad Shaharam, lecturer in English, Dhamrai Government College, Dhamrai, Dhaka. Our today's topic is rules of passage narration. In last class, I have discussed 1 to 5 rules. Today, I will discuss another 10 rules with one example from board questions. I hope that you will enjoy the class. If you have any inquiry or if you do not understand any topic, you must make comment on video tutorial or Facebook. Rule 6. If there is sir or please in direct speech, then you will have to change it with kindly or politely or respectfully at the time of indirect narration. If there is sir, you can change it with respectfully or addressing as sir. For example, direct, yes sir, he replied, I have completed my work. He replied respectfully in affirmative and said that he had completed his homework. Or addressing as sir, he replied in the affirmative and said that he had completed his homework. But one thing you will have to remember, if you understand that the relationship between the subject and the audience is teacher and student, if you can guess it or find it, then you should use respectfully or with respect. But if you find that he is not, there is no relation between subject and audience, speaker and audience as teacher and student, then you should use addressing as sir. May I come in, sir? Yes, come in, said the teacher. Please teach me, said the student. The student respectfully asked the teacher if he might come in. The student requested the teacher politely to teach him clearly. So here the speaker is student and listener is teacher. So there is a relationship between the student and the teacher. So you should use respectfully or with respect. But if it is said that Rahim said to Karim, sir, help me please. If there is no relationship, Rahim said to Karim, sir, help me please, then you should use addressing as sir. Rahim requested Karim to help him. I hope that you have understood the point. Rule 6. Rule 7. If there is address in direct speech, then you should use addressing as. Whatever I have already told, if there is no relationship between the speaker and the audience. For example, are you hungry, friends? Said the king. They are not the friend of king, but king addressed them as friends. So here you should write the answer addressing them as friends. This part will be said before the indirect speech as addition. Addressing them as friends, the king asked him if they were hungry. You may have question from where this word come they. As the word is friends, so this is plural. So the king is the speaker is the king, the listener is you should guess that they plural, the listener is plural. So the answer will be addressing them as friends. The king asked if they were hungry. Rule 8. If there is any extra part before or after reporting speech subject, whenever you will change it to indirect, you must bring it to in front of report subject of reporting speech. There are two parts of direct narration. Direct speech. Are you there? This is called reported speech, and asked Meena knocking to the door. This is called reporting speech. Are you there? Reported speech. Asked Meena knocking to the door. Reporting speech. If there is any extension in reporting speech, you should not change it, and it will be said before reporting speech subject of the reporting speech. Are you there? Asked Meena knocking to the door. So knocking to the door will become at first. Knocking to the door, Meena asked me if I was there. Another example. Follow my example. The lady gets said to me as we shook hands. So as we shook hands is the extension after the lady gets said to me, and this is the part of reporting speech. Reporting speech is the part that is followed by inverted comma. As we shook hands, the lady guest advised me to follow her example. So this part, as we shook hands, will be said before the subject of reporting speech, the lady guest, and other rules are same as previous. Rule 9. If there is question marks after assertive sentence in case of reported speech, then you should answer with being surprised. For example, she said to me, you have felt how she passed her day? Though it is an assertive sentence, but there is a question mark, and whenever you will read out, there will be some pronunciation, there will be a difference in pronunciation, such as you have felt how she passed her day. You will make question in your pronunciation or speech. In this case, you will have to change this direct speech into indirect by adding being surprised or being astonished. Being surprised, she asked me if I had felt how she had passed her day. The other rules are same as before. Rule 10. If there is thank in indirect speech in reported speech, then you will have to change the verb said to with said to will be replaced with thank. He said to me thank you. So the answer will be he thanked me. If there is thank you, thank will be said to will be replaced with thank, and it will be changed to thank. He thanked me. Rule 11. If there is goodbye in direct speech, you will have to change it with goodbye as a reporting verb. He said goodbye, my friends. So the reporting verb will be changed into bade. If there is goodbye in reported speech, then you will have to, if there is goodbye in reported speech, you will have to change it with bade. Rule 12. If there is good morning, good evening, good night in direct speech, then you will have to change reporting verb into wish, such as he said to me good morning, good evening, or good night. Then you should say he wished me good morning, he wished me good night, or he wished me good evening. If there is good night, good evening, good morning, then you will have to change reporting verb said to into wished. Rule 13. In some cases, we will find that there is no complete sentence in reported speech. Then you will have to change it with full sentence, complete sentence with full complete meaning. For example, I can buy your drama the word sentence will be I can buy your drama book. This is cross. I can buy your drama book. How much will I pay you? 100 taka only, I said to him. Everything is okay. I can buy you drama book. How much I will pay you? 100 taka only, I said to him. Everything is okay. Here the answer will be I told him that I could buy his drama book. I also asked him how much I would pay him. But there is an incomplete sentence, that is 100 taka only. This incomplete sentence will be completed in indirect speech. I further asked him if 100 taka only would do. This will be changed into a complete 100 taka only would do. I said to him everything is okay. 100 taka only, I said to him. I further asked him if 100 taka only would do. Everything else is okay. He replied that everything was okay. I think you have understood the point. Rule 14. In some cases in direct speech we will not find any speaker or the listener. If there is no speaker and no listener, then in this case we will have to bring the speaker and the listener. Where are you going now? I am going to market. But where are you going now? This sentence has been said by someone, and I am going to market. This is answered by someone. In this case there is no presence of the speaker and the listener. But when we will change it, then we should bring the speaker and the listener. The speaker asks the listener. The listener means the person spoken to, where he was going then. The listener replied that he was going to market. If there is no mention of speaker or audience or listener, then we will have to bring the speaker and the listener. Rule 15. If there is any other word except said to or says, then we will have to change. We will have to remain it as it is. Such as if there is cried or muttered or replied or asked in in direct speech, then we will have we cannot change it, we should not change it, and it will be same as it is. Save me, she cried to save her. So there is no change of the reporting verb. If there is any verb except said or says, then that verb will not be changed. These are the common rules of passage narration. Along with the basic rules of narration, then you will be understand the rules of passage narration. At first you should learn the basic rules of changing speech or narration, then you should read the rules of passage narration. That's all about the rules of passage narration. Now I am going to show you an example of example from board question of passage narration. Dhaka Board 19. Dear student, please take care. Where do you like to go, sir? Asked the ticket seller. I want to go to Chattogram, said the stranger. How many tickets do you need? The stranger replied. I will buy 5 tickets. Take these tickets, they will cost 3000 taka, said the ticket seller. At first of all, we will have to find out the speaker and the listener, which part or which sentence has been said by whom. Such as if we look at the sentence, where do you like to go, sir? Asked the ticket seller. So this interrogative sentence has been spoken by the ticket seller. I want to go to Chattogram, said the stranger. How many tickets do you need? There is no subject, there is no speaker and listener at the end or beginning of this sentence, interrogative sentence. Then you will have to find out who has said this, because there is a link between these 3 sentences. Where do you like to go, sir? Asked the ticket seller. I want to go to Chattogram, said the stranger. How many tickets do you need? So as the conversation is going on between the stranger and the ticket seller, so this question has been made by ticket seller. The stranger replied, I will buy 5 tickets. Take these tickets. In this case is same. In this case also, take these tickets, they will cost 3000 taka, said the ticket seller. So there is only one sentence, how many tickets do you need? There is no mention of subject, speaker and listener. So carefully look at the answer. Where do you like to go, sir? Asked the ticket seller. As this there is a mention of sir, we can change it with addressing as or respectfully. The ticket seller asked the stranger respectfully where she liked to go. This S means the stranger. The stranger replied that he wanted to go to Chattogram. I want present tense has been changed into past indefinite tense. The ticket seller again asked him how many tickets he needed. How many tickets needed? So the speaker of this sentence is the ticket seller. The ticket seller again asked him how many tickets he needed. The stranger replied. The stranger replied that he would buy 5 tickets. I will buy 5 tickets. Take these tickets. The stranger replied that he would buy 5 tickets. Then the ticket seller told him to take those tickets. They will cost 3000 taka. This sentence also said by the ticket seller. So he also added, he means the ticket seller also added that it means the tickets would cost 3000 taka. I think you have understood how to answer passage narration. Even if you do not understand any topic or rules, you must make comments or make contact with me. Have a nice time. Thank you.